Hi, Pearl. How are you doing? How are you? Have you ever had that nap where it's like you close your eyes and you don't even sleep for like 30 minutes, but like somehow you have like multiple dreams at once? Yeah, because that was just me. Have I ever played the Stanley? We're playing the Stanley Parable today. And I looked it up to see what it's about. Is it just a slider until the computer is barely visible? Okay. And I like laid there and hi Doobie, how are you doing? So I laid there and tried to take a nap for 20 minutes because how do I go to PM? Okay. Because I time every single one of my naps because I'm just crazy like that, I guess. And I did not sleep for 20 minutes straight, but I swear I had like every single dream known to man. I dreamt about AI the Somnium Files. Let me turn this audio. Oh. Hold on. I'll turn it up in OBS. Okay. I'm doing good. Stayed up too late last night though, and I woke up at 10 a.m. this morning. I was like, oh my god, my day's over.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building.
Okay, I think the volume's
where
okay.
He was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427.
Actually, let me turn it up a little bit.
Buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them.
I know nothing about this game. Thank you for dropping a like, Doobie. Thank you.
Every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished.
If I had an office job, I think I'd die.
As though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I don't think I would be happy, like in the slightest.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Ooh.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
I live for change.
Something he would never quite forget.
I love
He had been at
change.
his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not
Hold on, how do I
one
pause this? I
single
need to read this
order
message.
had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had
Let me
showed
read
up
this
to
real quick.
give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Oh my god.
Never in all
One,
his
that's
years
so
at the
funny. You
company
had a dream
had
about
this
me
happened.
too, that
This
it was a
complete
wedding with an anime
isolation.
boy.
Something was very clearly wrong.
And three, that it was
Shocked,
Naruto.
frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable
I didn't even know what to
move
say,
for the
because I've never
longest
had a
time.
crush on Naruto
But as
before,
he
even
came to
though I
his wits
watched
and regained
all of
his
it.
senses, he got up from
Hello,
his desk
Noon!
and
Is the
stepped
Parable
out of his
Ultra
office.
Deluxing? Girl, I don't know. All I know is that right now I'm an office lady. Oh, are we in? Oh, I'm Stanley. Who did I have a crush on in Naruto? Oh, Kiba. Since I was like 12. And for... What am I supposed to be doing? Wait. Oh, I thought I was... Hold on, let me look at the controls real quick. Settings. Controls. WASD. Jump. Interact. Right click. Crouch. Okay. I also had a crush on Sai for a little bit. I can't even interact with anything. Nor jump. Interact is E? Okay, let's just leave. Hinata will have words with you. You know what? I could get into some Naruto discourse. I was very passionate.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I was very
Stanley
passionate
decided
about
to go to
Naruto.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Meeting room. Is there a map? Jesus, what is this? The office? Haha. Where's the meeting room? Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do I have to?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
How's the volume of the narrator? Is he okay? Beautiful employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Beautiful.
Stanley, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What is this?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, dang, shots fired. Do not lie. If you were lying right now, stop. I am never a liar. She's a master of the gentle fist. This is not gentle at all. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Why am I the only Stanley here?
The story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who does he have? Who is her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Is her my girlfriend?
She's been waiting.
Wait, my girlfriend? Scared me.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
I will.
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone. I can't. Oh. I'm so confused. Why can't I pick up the phone? My girlfriend is called. In the arms of an angel. Oh, we're live.
Is that you?
It's me.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
That's not my girlfriend.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
He's mean for that.
Life to you.
Oh.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see.
You know, I can name a few people that would commit their life to
Let me show
me.
you what's really going on here.
Maybe all on one hand. Yeah, fuck you, ugly. Yeah.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I'm Stanley. Press R on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oh. Press J.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
You know what?
Now
I don't
he's
like
pushing
listening to a
buttons.
faceless
Now
person.
He's eating lunch.
Lunch?
Now he's going home. Now
God, Trailblazer
he's
level
coming
60
back to
finally to
work.
find experience?
One might even
Oh
feel
my
sorry
god,
for
I
him,
would cry.
except that he's chosen
I
this
would
life.
cry. I would just delete the game at this point.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions
Oh,
into
I
the
want to go on a
unknown,
fantastic adventure.
fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that
If y'all could go anywhere
to him.
and money's not an issue, where would you go?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Where's my TV?
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Now
The
why?
thought excited him terribly.
Press X to spend time with the boys.
So,
But a
he
crack
went
open a
further.
cold one with the
He imagined
boys.
that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
He's so mean to me. I'll raise his volume just a little bit more. Okay. Please press V to prepare dinner. Because I don't have a wife.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he
Parle,
began to fill it with
what
many
would I
possible
do
paths
if during
and
someone in chat said I'm at your door, I'm gonna
Down
kill
one
myself,
path lay an
and
enormous
someone
round
and my
room
ring camera
with
went off, I killed
monitors and
myself.
mind controls. And down
I would
another was
die.
a yellow line that weaved in many
I would
directions.
100% die.
And down another was a game with a baby, and he called it the Stanley Parable.
That's me. Please press U to tell your kids a story. Papa.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond
Groundhog
hope that
Day.
it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there
If someone
be?
were to ring my
Perhaps if he
doorbell,
played just one more
and
time.
actually, I don't even think I'd be able to see him. Because one time someone did ring up my doorbell because he wanted to buy something that we threw out in the front yard. And I like saw his figure from behind the curtain and I was like, oh, I don't know who that is. So me being stupid, instead of just like ignoring it, I got so paranoid that I like crouched behind my sofa and just stayed there in a fetal position waiting for him to leave because he kept ringing the doorbell.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
Telling my wife I love
In
her.
reality, all he's doing is pushing the
Where's my
same
wife?
buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Press F to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world
Would
he
love
can
to go to
never
sleep.
be anything
8
but an observer. That
days.
as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm doing it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
Wait, I don't want to kill
How can I get him to
myself.
see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press T to question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different,
What is the
suppose.
purpose
I'll
of
try
existence?
once more to convey all this
Why
to him.
are we
I'm
all
compelled to.
alive?
I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see.
Why am I an office lady right now?
And I tried again.
Please die.
Stanley pushed a button.
How do I
And
die?
I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh. Max out every character I get eventually. That's me and Ensemble Stars. Every time I get a card that I like, I immediately use all of my resources.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could they mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Okay, let's
Perhaps
go
he
to the
had
meeting
simply
room
missed
for
a
real
memo.
this time. Because I died. Because I can't follow directions.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Okay,
doors,
door on our
he
left.
entered the door on his left.
I don't like this faceless Mysterio guy. He's a... Ooh. Where is everybody? If I worked in a company like this, I think I'd cry. There's no color.
Yet there was not a single person here
Do not
either.
alter without
Feeling a
consulting
wave of
whiteboard manager.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Targets. Push for funding. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Why is Chris in the broom closet? Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Wait, who's changing these slides? Number of slides on this slide. What is hot? Me. Okay. Let's leave. No one? Broom closet. Chris? Chris?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so
Close
he
it then.
turned around and got back on track.
Where's Chris? Okay. I guess Chris is not in the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh. It is red downstairs. I walk downstairs. I'm trying to slowly level everyone. What is level? I have 50 got 500. Oh my god. 5 characters are maxed out. Good luck, Doobie. That sounds like a lot of resources. Whose car is that?
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Mine?
He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken
No, why
that
is it a
risk?
loop?
All because he believed everyone
it's not.
had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Maybe I am
All
crazy.
of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
They blipped.
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Why can't I see
Why
my
did
feet?
doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange.
This can't be real.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
Tell me.
He just hadn't found the words for it.
He needs to tell me.
Dreaming!
Oh.
He yelled. This is all a dream.
This kind of feels like
What a
Superliminal,
relief
but like
Stanley
without
felt
the
to have
puzzles.
finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't
Any more
actually
copies
gone.
get all their
He
pieces?
wasn't
Oh,
going to
like
lose
their
his job. He
what is it
wasn't
called?
crazy
The
after all.
light cone?
And he thought to
Light
himself,
cones?
I suppose
I
I'll
know a
wake
thing or
up
two.
soon. I'll have to go back to my
Like over
boring
2 million
real-life
credits
job
spent
pushing
over. Oh my
buttons.
goodness, that's
I may
crazy.
as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Are we?
Then
We
he
are flying.
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
I do not like this.
How was he remaining so
Oh.
lucid? And then perhaps the strangest
Wait, have y'all
question
ever
of them
lucid
all
dreamt?
entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed
always
he
wondered,
hadn't asked himself sooner.
But
Why is
I
there
have
a
never
voice in
been
my
able
head
to do it
dictating
before.
everything that I'm doing
because
and
if I
thinking?
lucid dreamt, I would dream
Now
about
the
marrying
voice
an
was
anime
describing
boy.
itself being considered by
Lessons
Stanley,
and superimposing
who
the
found it
light cones.
particularly strange.
I like your
I'm dreaming
words,
about
funny
a
magic
voice
man.
describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and
Copies of the
wondered if this
characters.
voice spoke to all people in
Oh.
their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream.
So that's kind of
How could it
like
be?
in Ensemble
Was
Stars when
Stanley
you get
simply
3 of the
deceiving
same
himself, believing
5-star,
that if
you get a
he's
new
asleep,
outfit.
He doesn't have to take responsibility for himself. Stanley is as awake right now.
Why am I
as
still
he's
going
ever
through
been in
here?
his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain beyond
Let
a
me
doubt
in.
that this was in fact a dream.
What state are we in?
Did the voice not see him float and make the
California?
magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Just what?
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
How do I prove that?
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Oh, okay.
He felt the cool
Highest one
weight
you
of
have
the
certain.
blanket on his skin,
That's not.
the press of the mattress on his back,
Who is Serval?
the fresh air of
Let
the
me look that
world
up.
outside
I like
this
know
room.
nothing about
Let me wake up,
Honkai Star Rail.
he thought to himself. I'm
Serval,
through with this
Honkai
dream.
Star Rail.
I wish it to be over. Let me go back
She's
to my
pretty.
job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
She's cool looking.
Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my
I
job.
thought I didn't have a wife.
All I
thought
want
I was
is my
wifeless.
life exactly the way
Actually,
it's always
so-
been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
This is so ominous.
I am okay.
I am okay. I'm not okay.
Stanley began screaming.
Ah.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is
My name is Stanley. I have a
I have
boss.
a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just
My
someone
vision's
tell me
going
I'm
red.
real.
Ooh,
I must
cup.
be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went
Oh my
black.
god. Her brother is Japard? I know who Japard is.
This is the story
I feel
a
like, of
woman
course
named
I would
Mariella.
know a blonde anime boy.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
I know
She
like very
rose,
specific
got dressed,
Honkai Star Rail
gathered her
characters. I know.
belongings, and
Oh.
walked to her place of work. But on this particular day,
Is that me?
her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man.
I died?
He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
Why has she not
Everyone
alerted
knows
the
what crazy people
authorities?
look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Okay.
I am sane. I am in control.
Has a
of my
guitar as a
mind.
weapon. Oh, that's
I
so
know what is
cute.
real
I
and
didn't know
what
that.
isn't. It was comforting to
What's
think
it called?
this,
Japard
and
had
in
a
certain
sibling.
way, seeing this
Because I
man
don't know
made her
anything
feel better.
about the lore of Honkai Star
Then she
Rail.
remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions
I know,
of
this
her
game
would
is a
affect
little
her
bit
career,
disturbing.
and by
So
extension,
far,
the rest of
I
her
know that
life.
I am
She had
Stanley.
no time for this,
I am dead.
So it was only a moment that
I
she
don't have a
stood
wife.
there, staring down
And
at the body.
that's me on the ground
And then
dead.
she turned and ran.
Alert, alert the body. Report the body. And then we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
Okay,
the
where
meeting
did we go
room.
last
Perhaps
time?
he had simply missed a memo.
We went down the stairs, forged the red. Seal has two pairs. Oh, she
When
does?
Stanley
I did
came
not
to a
know
set
that
of
either.
Two open doors, he
just
entered
know
the
she's
door
very
on his
cute.
left.
Okay, meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here
Tips for
either.
not getting fired.
Feeling a
Talk
wave
less.
of disbelief,
Don't get
Stanley
fired.
decided to go up to his boss's
Okay.
office, hoping he might find an
Oh.
answer there.
Wait, this is so real. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Hi Fang, how are you doing today? Your second personality is reversed. Oh, that's
Coming to a
interesting.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Oh, we already went all the way
office.
down there. Okay. Let's go to the other. Hello. Okay. Boss? Am I in a hotel room? My boss? Where do I work? Executive bathroom. I can go in. Yum. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Yum. Extreme bathrooms. Me? I'm ugly. I'm faceless. Me? Oh, we can go in here. Oh. Somebody had a little scuffle in here. How do I? Up. 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 Yeah, good luck on the grind, doobie. That's how the gotcha games get ya. The narrator's like singing softly in my ear. Like, can I leave now? They say I have a choice, yet I have no choice. Let me out. Wait. Oh, boss. I was literally just here. What's in here? Boss?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
this?
who orchestrated
Certificate
this.
of
What dark
pomp-
secret
pomp-
was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the
Money.
keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
What truth?
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
8,
But of course,
4,
Stanley
5.
couldn't possibly have. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
We're
Stanley
rich.
happened
Oh my
to
god, we're
input
about to
the
be
correct
rich.
code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What new passageway? Oh! New passageway. This new oh! Down. What happened, Faye? Your father slam dunked you into the pool? Oh no! Are your eyes still burning? I hope they're not burning anymore.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt
Oh
more
yeah,
free to
dude, that
think
was
for
me with
himself,
Ensemble Stars.
to question the
My
nature
first
of his
ever
job.
gacha game,
Why did
and I
he
read
feel
so
this
much of the
now,
different
when for
stories, and I
years
fell in love with it.
never occurred to him. This question would not
No, but I
go
was dying
unanswered
inside.
for long.
Rest in peace. Ooh. Ouch. What's this?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Mind
door
control
that read
facility.
Mind control facility.
Escape, yes. Actually, the route to escape looks scarier than the mind control facility. But let's escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it,
Escape.
the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I don't want to meet my violent death.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
You know, they wouldn't lie, right? If it says escape, it means escape.
Nope, still on board with death.
I'm just gonna die. It's fine. I've lived a long life. Have I? Have I really lived a long life?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No,
At
it's
this
fine.
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly
Tonight we
confront
die.
his death.
Okay. Oh, that really do look like the pits of hell. This really do look like the pits of hell. Let's go. If you close your eyes right before impact, it's like you died. Close your eyes. It's like you died.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Where am I
he
inching?
reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't
Girl,
know
I
the
can't
real
see this
story,
picture at
trapped
all.
forever in his narrow vision
Talk about no
of what
bigger
this
picture.
life is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this
All right.
violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye. Close your eyes. 1, 2, impact. Oh, I'm alive.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated.
Okay,
as the
Doobie,
machine
thank you for
crushed
the
every
lurk.
bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh. Oh. We're alive. Oh, this way. You know, if I were sent to the depths of hell
And yet
just
it would
like
be just
this,
a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
if I were in
What
the depths of
exactly
hell,
did the narrator
I would
think he
hope
was
that I
going to
would die.
accomplish?
And not, oh my god, I'm in Greece.
When every path
Santorini,
you can
hello.
walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless.
This is so
making life the
cute.
same.
We're at the Louvre.
Do you see now?
Nature
Do you
painting.
see that Stanley was
Stanley's
already dead
that's me.
from the moment he hit start?
Okay. Office layout. I can't jump, even though it says that I can jump. File cabinets. But I can crouch, but I can't jump. What is this? Button sounds. Okay. Word. What's over here? The Louvre. Boss's office. Big clock. Hello? Someone was talking to me. Narration outtakes. You thought it was 7 p.m. PST? If it was 7 p.m. PST, I'd be asleep. I won't even lie. Oh, did I go up here? No, I didn't. I feel like my friends in PST have more hours in the day than I do. I'll do it again. Okay. Wait, why are we in the Museum of Modern Arts? How do I die? How do I die? Please let me die. The game is now paused. Your PST Echo, do you have more hours in the day than I do? Because it truly feels like it. It feels like I have 20. Okay, so it feels like CST has 24, EST has 10 total, and then PST has 3 days. I wish I was PST. 2 a.m. here, y'all only midnight. Oh, exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How
Goals.
they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
I hope they're explaining me.
No, perhaps not.
A really cute
Sometimes
anime
these
boy.
things cannot
One
be
blows up
seen.
my router at 10 p.m. every night. No.
But listen
Wait,
to
I'm
me.
back.
You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press
Oh my god,
quit.
y'all wake up
There's no
early.
other way
Well,
to
actually,
beat this
usually I
game.
wake up around that time
As long as you
too.
move forward, you'll be
But,
walking someone else's path.
For the past like week and a half,
Only true choice.
I've been staying up till 2 a.m.
Choose it.
playing
Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
games, and so I wake up at 10. And when I wake up at 10, it feels like my day is over. Where am I? Please put me back in my office. Oh, thank you. I swear I won't
All of his
disobey you
co-workers were
anymore.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I feel like once it hits like 3 p.m., it feels like 10 p.m.
Stanley came to a
Like
set
your
of
day's
2
over.
open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Echo, you usually stay up till 6
Yet there was
a.m.
not a single person
How'd you
here
do
either.
that?
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Wait, have y'all ever pulled an
Stanley
all-nighter?
decided to go up to his boss's office.
'Cause I have
Coming to
never.
a staircase, Stanley
feel like I
walked
would pass out and
upstairs
start
to his
hallucinating.
boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean?
4, 5.
Stanley wondered a lot. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible.
You've pulled
he
all-nighters
didn't even have
before?
a single minute to just
I don't know why,
let
I
the
feel like I would
narrator
hallucinate.
talk.
Like
That
the
kind of
latest I've ever
anxiety
stayed up
isn't
was 3
healthy.
a.m.
So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Ooh, calming new age music. This is the new lo-fi girl. I started hallucinating. You started hallucinating one time? That's so scary. That's actually so scary.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay. Now I will go to mind control. What do y'all do when you pull an all-nighter? Like, is everyone not asleep? Are you just with your own thoughts? I never get hallucination. Honestly though, that seems so scary. It seems like sleep
Stanley walked
paralysis,
straight
but like
ahead through
more
the
scary.
large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Light. Please.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
How do I go
did
down?
he have the
Jump?
strength
Oh.
to find out?
Security.
Now the monitors jumped to
Fired.
life, their true
Oh.
nature revealed.
This
Each
is
bore
like,
the number of an employee
oh
in
my
the
God, what
building.
was that cartoon?
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals
Adventures of Billy and
reduced to
Mandy?
images on a screen.
No, it's
And
like Codename
Stanley,
Kids Next
one
Door.
of them, eternally monitored in this place.
Like that one
where
Christmas
freedom
episode.
meant
Do
nothing.
people watch that these days? Codename Kids Next Door? Is that a thing still?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible.
Alright, y'all, don't
to
judge me,
believe
but
it
last night I
couldn't
was
be
playing Valorant
true.
until 2 a.m.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
I'm
Was
not
this the
even
only
good.
reason he was happy with his boring job?
But I feel like that
his
part is actually
emotions had
like
been
expected.
manipulated
That I'm
to
not good
accept
at an
it
FPS
blindly?
game. Let me up.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
How
Had he
didn't your
truly
brain melt
spent
out of
his
your eyes
entire
playing that? You know
life
why I didn't?
utterly
I also
blind
hate
to
gun
the
games though.
world?
But you know why I didn't? It's because I got 3 kills in a row in 1 round. And like it boosted my ego, so I was like,
The
wow,
heart of the operation.
I'm good at this
Controls
gunning
labeled with
business.
Emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded
Mind
from
control
this very
offline,
place.
okay.
And as the cold
What's
reality
this?
of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
Where's one?
over another human life.
I know, who would
For
have thought that I'd be
he
good at a
would
gun game?
dismantle the
Not me.
controls once and for all.
Where's 2? Oh, I see some. Honestly, I don't know the objectives of this game. 1, 2. I'm just assuming that I kill myself over and over and over again. 3. Prim, you're 26? Oh my god, Fang. No. I still remember when you said, you sound like you're 26. I'm 25. But I don't know if that's any, like, different. Is this a door? For me? Okay. Mind controls idle, awaiting input. System
And when
power.
at last he found the source
on.
of the room's power. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls,
My
did
bad.
you?
Off.
After they kept you enslaved all these
I
years, you
said
go
my
and you
bad.
try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes. I love to be in
Stanley,
control.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much
Well,
that
off.
machine can do. You
Wait,
were
Fang, what
supposed
math are
to
you
let it
doing?
go.
What do you math?
Turn the controls
What are you
off
mathing?
and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll
What
find
is he
this
talking about?
pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
I was 12 when
nuclear
you were
detonators are
born.
set to explode,
That makes me feel so
eliminating
old.
the entire complex. How long until detonation?
What was I
then?
doing at 12?
Let's say.
Was I in 6th grade? I don't even remember. Wait, 2 minutes for
now
what?
this is making things a little more fun, isn't it,
My bad.
Stanley?
I'm so sorry.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I
What am
had
I
in
doing?
mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until
2
the
minutes
bomb
for
goes
what?
off.
You
But
don't
what
look a day over
precious moments
25.
if one of
Thank
them
you.
is. More time to talk about
Thanks.
you, about me, where we're going.
What is this?
What all this means. I barely know where to start.
Oh,
What's that?
wait,
You'd like to
no!
know where your co-workers are. A moment of
2
solace
different
before you're
responses.
obliterated.
Grandma
All right,
versus
I'm
you don't
good
look a
mood.
day over
You're gonna die
25.
anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off
erased
the
them.
machine. I set you free.
Hey, how do I get back over
Of
there?
course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes
in.
when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying.
And this
alone.
narrator hates my guts.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
Why can't
or
I
let
leave?
it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost
If this
hate to see
narrator
it
wants
go.
me dead so
But
bad,
I'm
just
sure
kill
whatever
me.
I come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds
Oh my god,
left.
he talks so
But I'm
much.
enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious
I'm so
additional
confused.
seconds,
Oh.
Stanley. Time doesn't
Is
grow
any
on
key to
trees.
send power surge?
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
There's any
Is it that
key.
you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it on?
Yes, I assumed that.
Look at you, running from button
3.
to button, screen to screen, clicking on every
button.
little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything,
I'm gonna
anything,
blow up.
something here will save me.
I'm literally gonna blow up.
Stanley, that
Just
this
blow me
video
up.
game can be beaten, won, solved. Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
No, I don't know what my purpose is. Is it just to have fun?
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
Isn't a girl's purpose
But
in
here's a
life just to
spoiler
be
for you.
cute and have fun?
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death.
And I'm
You're only
doing
still
that. I'm
playing
just a
instead of
cute
watching
girl
the
having
cutscene because I
fun.
want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you
Oh my God, red
remain
button.
humble. This is not a
Oh.
challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world. That's
Okay,
fine.
here are my last
But
words.
I'm going to destroy it first. So
Um,
you can't.
My last words
Take a look
are,
at the clock,
I had a dream
That's
about
30
AI the
seconds you
Zombie
have
Files,
left.
and I had a dream
30
about
seconds
Konami
until a
Date.
big boom and then nothing.
And then I
No
woke up
ending. Just
and
you
I
being
was like,
blown to
oh,
pieces. Will you cling
that was just a
desperately to your
dream?
real life,
And
or will you
then
let it go
I
peacefully? Another
am here.
choice. Make it count or don't. It's all the same to me.
And in
All
my
a part
will,
of the joke. And believe me, I
someone
won't
can
be
have
laughing
my
at every
dog,
second
and
of your
then someone else can have
inevitable
my
life from the
PC,
moment we fade in
someone else can have
until
my
the moment I
keyboard,
say,
and my
happily
mic.
ever up.
Another person can have my Steam account. Beautiful last words, thank you. I had a dream of crying. Why did you cry? Don't cry. Just don't cry. Just, oh. I'm sorry for disobeying you, mysterious narrator man.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You have a booty PC? My PC, I didn't buy it. Well, I bought
Yet
it
there was not a
pre-built.
single
And I
person here
learned
either.
that
Feeling
usually
a
when you
wave
buy
of
it pre-built, I guess it's not like not that
Stanley
good.
decided to go up to his boss's office.
Which I guess is
Coming to
why
a staircase, Stanley
When I
walked
used to play
upstairs to
Fortnite,
his boss's
it would
office.
like freeze up my computer.
Okay,
secret
I think we all
closet
know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway.
Where?
Quelle surprise.
Quelle surprise. Do you have a monitor? Yes, I have 2 monitors actually. My big one is one that my brother bought for me, and it's cool. It's like curved and it shows so much. And then my other monitor is some little one I bought from Walmart. I thought I could do everything on one monitor, but I can't. Sadly.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I have crazy gaming PC that I opened Minecraft and on 6 frames per second. Oh my god, literally me. I saw this meme on TikTok that's like
The lights rose
girls
on
will
an
build
enormous
a
room
crazy
packed with television
$3,000
screens.
PC and
What
then proceed to
horrible
play The
secret
Sims on
did
it.
this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Wait, I think I originally actually bought this PC to play Minecraft. Even though I hate Minecraft.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true
It's so
nature
incredibly
revealed.
like
Each
hard.
bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
Wait, you play The
co-workers.
Sims, Echo?
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley,
I thought it was an
one of them,
iPhone.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
First game I played on my expensive PC was Spore. That is so funny. I've seen someone play
This
Spore
mind
before. It's
control
so
facility. It was too
Yeah,
horrible
it's the
to
game of all
believe it
time.
couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under
Oh,
someone's
1
control all
FPS.
this
I don't know
time?
what FPS
Was
I'm
this
on.
the
How
only
do how,
reason he
how do
was
you
happy
know
with
that?
his boring job, that his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly.
I don't think I've ever played Sims.
No,
If they make a Switch
he
version of like
refused to believe
Miitopia,
it. He
I'll totally
couldn't
play that like
accept
it's
it. His
The
own
Sims.
life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
It's actually a game
Wasn't
over.
it?
That's
was
me
it even
with them.
possible? Had he truly spent his entire
know,
life
actually.
utterly blind to the world?
If I'm not streaming, I'm not even playing games.
Here was the proof. The
I'm,
heart of the operation. Controls
working.
labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or
From home.
content. Walking, eating, working.
have
All
like
of it
10 hours in
monitored
Sims,
and
that's it.
commanded from
Oh,
this very
yeah, me
place.
with
And
Animal
as the cold
Crossing,
reality
except
of his
instead of 10,
past
it's
began to sink
300.
in, Stanley decided that this machinery
Is that the game? Is 28 hours a lot? Don't make me sound like I'm crazy.
blackness
Blackness.
and a rising
chill
of
of
uncertainty.
Make me feel
Was
like
it
I'm
over?
crazy for having 300 plus hours in Animal Crossing.
Yes,
I won!
he had won. He
May.
had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was
Holy
mere
Jesus Christ,
moments
Echo,
away.
900 hours?
And yet, even as the immense door slowly
My
opened,
island?
Stanley
I was gonna
reflected
show
on
my
how
island on
many
stream one day,
puzzles still lay
but it's like, it's
unsolved.
probably full of weeds,
Where had his
honestly, and there's
co-workers
probably,
gone? How
I don't
had
even
he
know.
been freed from the
Like, I
machine's
fear
grasp?
logging
What
into
other
Animal
mysteries
Crossing
did
and
this
then
strange
Marshall
building
has moved
hold?
out.
But
Because I
as
fought tooth and
sunlight
nail
streamed into the
to get him in there
he
via
realized
amiibo.
None of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been
It's not
to
even your most
understand,
played game. What is your
but to
most
let
played game?
go.
Also playing Animal
No
Crossing?
longer would anyone tell him where to
I don't
go,
know, I found it a
what
lot
to
of
do.
fun, but that was because I played it during quarantine and I
Whatever
couldn't get
life
out.
he lives, it will be his,
Oh my god.
and that was all he needed to know.
Colorado.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Where do I stand so it looks real?
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Beautiful.
Stanley felt the cool breeze
Oh my god, it's
upon his
real.
skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path.
If you sniff
before
really
him.
hard, you can smell nature.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, yes, I am happy. Where are we now? This is never the end. The end is never the end. Ugh. Where else did I
All of
not
his
go?
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
420.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What? I thought it opened. 420. Oh. New content. Oh my god, yes.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Let me out. I know on Minecraft it tracks your death counts, and I remember one time I checked it and my death count was so high just because if you fall, you just get to places faster.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Thank you.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
I did not know that.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You have
a
8 candles
reimagining of the
burning at
game
all
for
times, like
consoles
all
and
different
home
scents?
computers.
Or like 8 of the same scent, so that it's
The
like a
Stanley
super
Parable
scent.
Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content
Oh
that
my god,
broadens and
me.
expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
More game, fun. Yes.
Please step inside and see what
Does that
thrilling
not,
new
like,
adventures
overwhelm
await
your
in
nose
the
holes?
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Like, are your nostrils
Oh, well,
not
this
like
sounds delightful.
just
I'm very
overwhelmed
excited to
with
see
smell?
the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Yay.
Okay, so far it's an elephant.
Summer scents and other
Nothing
scents.
special yet,
Y'all
but
like
I'm
fall
sure
scents?
It's just the beginning of a
I like the smell of cinnamon at all times. It smells homey. Hello?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or
Oh.
there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
I love fall candles. They smell so good. Also like scented pine
I have to
cones.
say, initial
I feel like that's so
impressions
old of me to say,
Stanley
though.
Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content.
What is
Give me
this
the
game, girl? I don't
content,
even
Stanley.
know. It gives like super like back rooms
All right.
vibes,
All right. Let's see. It's
but
The
like there's
jump
no
circle?
puzzles. Jump. Okay, I don't want to jump no more. Oh. Okay. Wait, what happens if I jump all the way? I know like this game, it makes you do a bunch of things, and every time you do something, there's a new route. Or like a new ending. Okay. I know, it's like super liminal, but not. I think about superliminal all the time, like I wish it was longer. Do I explode? Okay, cool.
Is that it?
That's what I said.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
That's true, I'm about to
It's
write a
just
negative review.
elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
I
If
like that this
new
game is
content,
fully
then
voiced,
I could just
though.
read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
And sometimes I
could
just get
count to
really
30
tired of
trillion.
speaking.
You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good.
Ooh, yay.
I knew there had to be something else.
I
Let's
say
see
that I
it.
get really tired of
I'm
speaking,
ready
but
for
then,
whatever it is.
I love to talk. Thank you for enjoying the new content. That's it? Really?
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game
Oh my
developers
God.
with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level
New
of
content?
craftsmanship that's
You know
gone
what? The
into
new
it.
content
In fact,
was,
I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe
I
one
can't
of them
even think of
actually
anything to
says,
say.
Test achievement, please ignore. What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter.
He's gonna
and
write a
hold them
tweet longer.
personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation
You
around
really
the
did.
new content, I'm afraid.
You really
it could
did.
never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable
What is this
really
Stanley
about.
Parable actually
No
about?
frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
I'll say anything to a deep voice. Oh, this ain't my office? Can I go through here? No. Here? No. Where's my...
Stanley, come over here.
Don't
In
even
the
gotta tell me
vent.
twice.
I want to show you something.
Coffee nut. Cool. Ouch. That's it? Oh my god, new.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be?
Yes.
Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special.
Oh my
and
god,
tucked
it's
it away
Temple
here where
Run.
the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
It's Temple
Take a
Run.
look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Ah,
Experiences
2013.
like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley,
Is this
doesn't the
Stanley?
Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October
I remember
of 2013 when
2013.
the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity.
2013?
Back
How old I was in
then, they
2013?
all meant
15?
something.
I was
And
15.
over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Oh my
Like
god,
the
I'm about to be
stunning
sacrificed.
triumph of games
I'm
journalism.
toast.
10
I'm
out
about
of
to be
10
sacrificed.
From Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end
I
up
don't wanna
less than
hear
any
his shilling.
form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds
I
to
wanna
be every
escape. I'm
game ever
toast.
created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created.
It's like
That's
movie
how
of the year.
grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Oh.
It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3.
It was Persona
it was
3
all of them.
Reloaded.
And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
How did I know I would see Melon in chat once he said Persona 3? I was thinking of you. Person of the year. Is that me? Persona 3 Reloaded. Can't go in there.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Move objects, create levels and
Stanley
graphics?
Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and
I've
one
had
that
not
offers
had
some
a
of the
single
most
choice in this
enjoyable,
game.
surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley?
Well, are you gonna play the
game was
new
perfect.
Persona 3?
It didn't need anything else.
I saw that
it
you
didn't
can,
need new content.
What is it,
just
romance
needed to
people
be
in
left
there?
alone.
I'm interested.
To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
No, guys, I want this one. A new one. The serious room. I'm serious. Okay, fine. But not just here.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh,
But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
wait, it's
Wait,
not gonna be on the Switch?
Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Oui, oui,
What's this? What's
buddy.
down here? Oh no. Oh, God,
Steam
no.
reviews,
Stanley, it's a
they were
collection of
probably
reviews
bad.
from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Probably not. I like to read Steam reviews for fun, and there you go.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue.
This is gonna be me. This is what I'm about to write after this.
Unfunny.
Oh, I didn't know
Trying
what.
to be funny. I'm trying to make a
I didn't know
series work
Persona
well.
3, the new one
I
wasn't
suppose I
gonna
could
be
write up
on
a handful of gags to insert
Switch.
into
I
the
don't know why I
Stanley
thought.
Parable,
I feel
but
like
the game is already such a densely layered web.
I don't know why
of
I thought that
profound
every
philosophical insights
game in
that I can't
existence
even
will always
imagine
be on
where
the
I'd have
Switch
room to stick them.
for like double the money. This is a real review, probably. Recommended. Oh, another one.
Okay, let's see what this one says.
I feel like these are real. Like they have
While
to
the
be
idea
real.
for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
You're kind of preachy.
This is actually quite shocking for
He's
me.
kind of preachy.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much
I mean, I like
fluff
that he
cut
talks
from
it the whole
game to
time.
Get it to feel as light and airy as it.
But I don't know what he's saying.
thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to.
Yeah.
These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Oop, okay.
I feel
Love Steam
like a
reviews.
failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable
I know.
isn't quite
When
as
I was
sterling as I always
downloading Among
remembered.
Us, I would see all these reviews that are like Among Us hacks, and I'm like, oh my god, how fun! You can hack into Among Us,
What's this one got to say?
but they're not even real hacks. You click on one of the hacks and it tells you to delete the game.
So the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button.
I feel bad for this guy.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment
can
surely
I?
it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews
Why
of
is
the
he getting
Stanley
so
Parable.
mad?
That's
Okay.
my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I would not do anything for the customer. The customer is always wrong. Everyone that has never worked retail,
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a
the customer is always wrong.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
I don't
Of
have a
course,
choice.
I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit,
Well,
didn't
there,
you?
sport.
But that's the power of the button.
You press it
The
again?
minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption,
yes.
it's right at your fingertips.
We can just keep pressing
Okay,
it.
welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say
I'm
that
just
the
gonna
amount
watch.
of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45
He talked for
minutes?
30 minutes straight. I remember one time
Stanley,
when I was younger,
Stanley,
when I was
please
probably
don't
like
push the
15,
button again. It's been
I
12
was in Vietnam,
hours.
and one of my Vietnamese
You've
cousins
just
was
been
like,
frozen there.
that girl
I
talks a
don't know why
lot.
the
Like,
seconds
she was
are
talking to
getting
my mom
longer,
about
but
me. She was
they're
like, that girl talks a
really,
lot.
truly getting longer, and my
And I was
God,
like,
there's no way out of the room.
and then she comes up to me,
Stan-
she's like, can you talk for 15 minutes straight?
You're
I was like,
back. Oh my
but
goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
and I think I got to the 5-minute mark, and she was like, okay, you need to stop talking.
For 2
I
weeks.
was like, okay.
I've been sitting here all that time, just
Oh,
sitting
it's
here,
him.
not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just... Oh, hello, it's you.
It's me.
You're here again, welcome.
Hello?
I have had time to think about you.
Oh,
and
you
about
thought
us
about
and
me?
about everything we've been through.
I've been
had
thinking about
so
us.
much time.
Think
I
about
stopped
me.
keeping track after a year.
Thinking about-
Have you ever sat down in one
But it
place
was
and not
only
moved for
just a
one entire year?
dream.
Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There
I
is
feel
only
bad
the
for him.
turning
Okay,
wheel of
fine.
missed
I'll let him
opportunities.
talk.
felt
I know,
nothing
he
at
sounds like
all
he's
but
breaking up
regret
with me.
for the longest time, Stanley.
Well, he already
Days,
said
months.
that I don't have
lost
a
it all in
wife,
a blur of the
even though he
deepest
baited
longing
me
to
with a cute
undo the
girlfriend. He
past.
goes,
And
JK,
when that
it's actually
feeling
me.
had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced.
me.
Mine.
Oh, he's quiet. I think that was it. I actually skipped. Maybe yeah, maybe the Stanley and the narrator are in love. Next. The clock fell. What's that noise? Wait, I kind of miss him
But
now.
they
Where'd he
didn't
go?
understand the game was never meant to
back.
be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes?
Where are the
They
jokes?
bemoaned,
Where are
they
the jokes?
screamed,
Shut up.
They gnashed their teeth and said, "Entertain us."
Entertain
It
yourself.
wasn't enough.
Oh my God, he's
They had to
ranting
leave
now.
A pathetic little
He's ranting now. Okay, he's done. Thank God. I'm just gonna. Oh. But when it goes silent, I miss him. I just wish he was here with me.
End is never the end, 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 is never
Me
the
when I
end,
lose my
is never
mind.
the end, is never the end.
No way. There's actually fanfic for them? I'm looking one up right now. Hold on. Hi, Doobie. Welcome back. I'm not sure what you missed, honestly. The narrator is going on a rant right now. Okay, I'm about to Google this. Stanley / the narrator. Narrator. A03. Oh my God. There's so much. Based on a dream. Oh my God. What is happening? I think he's going crazy. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We can... You know what? I think he deserved it because he broke up with me. So... There's so much in here. Enemies to friends to lovers. Oh my God. Touch starved. Who's touch starved? The narrator? Okay, you know what? I'm about to read this right now. Out loud on stream. Like 1,000. Okay, ready? Wait, let me read this real quick. Okay, you know what? Okay, ready? Collision. Narrator and the Stanley Parable. Which is me. Ooh, heaven. No, Doobie's correct. I am way too nice. Oh, it's beautiful. I am way too nice. Fang, you think I changed all because Kaname Date is no longer in my life? Well, the narrator had been spending more and more time physical recently. I wonder if I just spoiled myself. Oh. Hello? Wait, did AI the Somnium Files end? Yes, it did. Echo, it ended Oh, it's today. Friday is on Wednesday, sadly. But when the Steam sale happens, I'm gonna buy the sequel, and then I'm gonna stream AI the Somnium Files for 7 days straight. Okay. I'm not gonna read this fanfic anymore because I think I spoiled myself on the game. Like, I spoiled myself when I googled something for the AI that... Yay, freedom! Oh, I feel like, have y'all seen the new Thor that came out like last year? I feel like that guy in the beginning, what's his name? The God Killer? Where am I going? Yes, God, Thor Love and Thunder, the God Killer, the God, whatever he is. That's how I feel right now. I feel like a man that has lost the love of his life. Ooh. You know the sword he was holding? Yes. What about it? Skip.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible?
I love Love and Thunder. I thought it was so good.
Surely I was mistaken.
New content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
You know what? Maybe they are in love. The narrator is just so excited for Stanley. He's probably like in his little room making up all these new contents, and he's watching from a screen because he has a camera on Stanley at all times. They're boyfriends. The fanfics just write themselves at this point.
You see, Stanley,
New
I've been
content.
reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing
It has
this
been really
Ultra
disappointing.
Deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
I don't think we
Which
can
is
take it any
why
further
I'm
than
very
him
proud to announce for the first time ever
acting like...
the Stanley Parable 2.
Ooh, yay! Wow! Y'all are the first people to see the Stanley Parable
Yes,
2.
you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll
You know
cover
the first...
with a fully
You know that
fledged
was
sequel.
first in...
An
I know
entirely new
Venom.
experience, built
That
from
sword was the
ground
first
up.
Venom
Why,
made
there are
by
so many
Nolan, the
possibilities.
God of the
It could go in
Symbiotes.
so many different
Oh,
directions.
I love Marvel fun
This
facts.
is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much
More
catchier than Ultra
TSP.
Deluxe,
I
don't
don't know
you
what that
think?
stands for.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement.
I've never seen Venom,
right
though.
there. It's future-oriented.
But I've seen
it screams
lots of
progress and
fanfic.
innovation and long-term
Not fanfic, fan
franchising
art of
potential.
Venom.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for
But it's the
it.
same with the new Spider-Man
I figure
movie.
that if
I
I can
haven't seen
loosely
it,
organize
but I've seen
handful
a
of
lot
interesting
of fan
concepts,
art
that surely the
of
game will
Mike
sort of
Miguel
naturally
O'Hara.
spring up around them. Here
New.
we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Oh, I hope you have fun playing Zelda Link, Legend of the Princess. Thanks for coming, Melon. Hear your name in the game? Can I?
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and
The button that
validated
says
as
the name of the
people.
player playing the game.
So with that in
Is this
mind,
gonna dox me?
my first addition to the game is this. Sorry, I should have clarified.
Oh.
Right now,
thought it said
the
my actual
button
name.
only says the name Jim.
Thought it
But
said
of
Prim.
course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is.
That was
Here,
too close.
Let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience
Okay.
of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Hello, my name is
Okay,
Jim.
Here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget
Done.
whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine
I don't want to be Jim
yourself
no more.
living as Jim. sleeping and waking as Jim.
Even though Jim is Asian.
Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim. Seizing all of the world's possibilities
I
as
have
Jim.
to be Jim.
And as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I'm not Jim.
If so, then please... Jim! Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay, I'll do it again.
Oh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
I don't understand the
Let's
Stanley
take a break
Parable.
from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Jim.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon
Wait.
you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Okay, now what? There's not a door that's open. You have to tell me what to do. Oh, a door. Don't under. Oh, another door.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
I don't think an epilogue would be fun.
We'll go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
I'm about to write a review on Steam after this, then I'll be featured in the next The Stanley Parable 2. Black hole? Interesting. Photos. This looks like the Museum of Illusions.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this
Is
one.
that me?
I think that in the new version, the office could use
Happy
a bit
12th
of
birthday,
decoration,
step-niece.
like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I would go with Happy 12th birthday, step-niece.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it
What
makes
is
you
step-niece?
realize
Is that even
you
possible?
knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
I didn't pick that one. Okay.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision.
How long were you planning to stream this? I don't know. I read online that it takes 3 hours to finish this game, but it looks like this game has no
The common
end.
complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that
And the
after
thing is,
much
like, Steam hasn't told me if I've gotten any
engineered a
achievement
clever
yet.
solution to this fundamental problem.
So,
of
like,
the
I'm so
game.
confused.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Where's the bucket?
You see,
Oh.
Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal.
And if you like look this
perhaps
game up
even
online,
comforting.
it says like,
You may even
you make a
come to
choice, you
long
don't make
for
a
the
choice.
gentle
You're gaming,
embrace
you're
of
not
jarring
gaming.
cognitive
I'm like, what does that even
dissonance
mean?
While the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
I want to be reassured. Ew.
Can you feel it?
He reminds me
The
of
glow
Mr.
comfort,
Krabs.
even in the face of crushing despair, must already
Let
be
me
sweeping
out.
through your body.
I don't feel
And in
safe.
fact, can I say that I do believe the
Next
bucket lends
Saturday, you
an
might
air of
play the Return to
charisma as
Bloody
well.
Ninth. Yes.
I think that just holding it has
Yes.
made you the
Have I planned
slightest
for what
bit
time
more
yet?
attractive
Maybe
as a
7
person.
p.m.
The
CST.
benefits of the bucket seem to go
Till
on and
5
on,
p.m.
don't they?
PST?
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay. Oh. I feel like with this next Steam sale, I might get a security
Does
breach.
anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket
just
in a
went in there.
video game? That really should be an award if it isn't
Oh.
already.
Okay, fine, somewhere else. Please let me out. I'm being held hostage by a guy. I went in there. Did I go through here? Jump circle. The button that says the name infinite hole. Oh, exit. What would you do if someone took you on a date but like to this? to this museum. I would say, actually, my mom told me that I can't come, and then I would not go.
Oh, goodness. Stanley, this is fairly awkward.
Okay.
I hate to do this, but before you leave, you really should go to the collectibles exhibit. You see, there is a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the collectibles.
I don't like
And I really do
surprises.
hate to break the
Where are the
illusion, but
collectibles?
it's important that you
Collectibles?
go see the collectibles, okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
It's beautiful. Oh my god.
Collectibles.
Is this what y'all call
Now
the mimic?
It's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And
Ew.
what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I
Okay.
don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up.
Oh my
You
god, I
simply
see him.
collect
He's so
all of them,
cute.
and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
So why is there people reaching for it? Oh yay! That's the sequel. Cool. 1. Collect them all. Okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big
is this?
fancy
Get it here?
reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Free achievement, get yours now. This seems like a
Now,
scam.
here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Nope.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give
Test
you the
achievement
Yes.
unachieved.
You see, you'll come to the... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world.
What
who will be
is this man
uproariously demanding this
keeps
feature. Gamers,
talking about?
we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
He really likes the sound of his own voice.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I don't know. The jump circle, I was there. I'm gonna exit again to see if he'll let me. I am not a well, actually, I was gonna say if I were in a museum I wouldn't go see everything, but I think I do that. Somebody. Oh. Interesting. No screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes,
I
know
don't
it's not
like the
exactly
new
clear yet
features.
how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul.
There's not
It's
even
going to
anything
work.
happening.
There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
I
I'll
know a good
arrange these
game.
new features together,
AI the zombie
and we'll
boss.
see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
What is he
Here
cooking?
it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. Well, I mean, there's potential
What's
here.
that
right?
one like
It's
cartoon
sort
noise?
of-
The
Okay,
wah
never
wah
mind.
wah.
Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Yeah, where's the good game with meaningful
Who am I
gameplay?
kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much
If it's a
enjoy
gag,
creating gags, but they
I'm
don't
not
add up to
laughing.
anything.
I know how to do a
I
gag,
wanted
okay?
more than anything
know how to do a
create a
bit.
sequel that would capture all the
But
magic
Stanley
of
over
the
here,
first
I don't think he
game.
knows how
I
to do a
wanted
bit.
fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original
No.
Stanley Parable
No.
and simply, well,
No.
insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Well, okay, well, he's shilling
Possibly
himself. I
wouldn't.
guess I can shill
I suppose it
myself.
could, but it would need a
If y'all
really,
go to Twitter,
really
onto my
tremendous title
Twitter
screen.
account, I
A
have
title
a
screen
new
that says
model
with
review.
bold and uncompromising conviction, this
A
is
new
the
model
Stanley
review.
Parable
Reveal.
2. Let me see if I can whip
On
something
Twitter.
up.
Thank you.
All right, perfect. Go ahead.
I made it
Take
myself.
a look.
Wait, this is real? The Stanley Parable 2 is real? Maybe the meaningful gameplay.
This is the
Skip. This is not the Stanley Parable. Oh, it is. It's
All of
2
his
because they
co-workers
added
gone.
the
What did it
balloons.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Oh,
simply
and my
missed
bucket.
a memo. Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up.
No.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Oops.
he entered the door on his left.
It feels
Yet
quiet
there was
without
not
him.
a single
Okay.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, we're here. Thank you for opening right away from me.
Here's the door, just go.
Okay. I think I'm gonna upload the model showcase after I get like all the like levels of I don't know how to I don't even know what the right words are. Like the revealing levels. Once that's done, and then I'll upload a
Stanley
showcase
walked
thing
straight
on
ahead through the
YouTube.
large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We're back here. I cannot believe it. Jump, jump, jump. I'm not
The
even
lights
sure.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I do not. I'm a quitter. Don't have the strength to do anything, actually. Hello? Oh.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their
Fired.
true nature revealed. Each bore the number
Who
of
am
an
I,
employee in the
429?
building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control
I wonder when
facility,
the actual
it was
ending
too
of this
horrible
game
to believe
is.
it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Because so
Was this
far
the
it
only
seems like
reason
there's
he was
not an
happy
end.
with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Let me in.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Skip.
It was unthinkable.
It just
Wasn't
takes
it?
3 hours,
Was
like
it
they
even
say, so
possible?
true.
Had he truly spent his entire life
3 hours of the narrator
blind to
talking
the
nonstop.
world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery
Okay,
would
off. He talks so much. Take me through the new content. This music seems new.
blackness.
Not
and a
new.
rising chill of uncertainty.
Just give your dad a
Was it
Dwight Schrute. That's just like this game. This is like The Office if Michael Scott made
He
a
had
game.
won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
If Michael Scott
Freedom was
made a
mere
game, I think
moments
he would
away.
make the Stanley Parable.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Hey,
Perhaps
we
his
better not
goal
go
had
through the
not been
whole
to
thing of the
understand,
narrator
but
like
to let go.
ranting and then breaking up with
No
us.
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Me.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his,
Thank you.
and that was all he needed to know.
Go
It
faster,
was
please.
perhaps
I want
the
to
only
leave.
thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Stepping. Door.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant
Have
to
I watched The
happen.
Maze Runner? I tried watching
Stanley
the very
was
first
happy.
one because I love Dylan O'Brien and I want to watch everything that he's in. But I never finished it. It was a little boring in the beginning, so like I never finished it. But I love Dylan O'Brien. Why am I back here?
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming
Same as in you thought it was
How
boring
is
or
that
because you
possible?
love Dylan
Stanley
O'Brien?
picked up the bucket.
I love him. But my favorite role of his is Styles in Teen Wolf. I love Styles Stalinsky.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his
Good, it
left.
lacks genuine love, but the fights are real. Oh. Fights are pretty good.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Isn't that
Coming to a
someone else?
staircase,
The Maze Runner?
Stanley
No,
and the bucket walked
that's
upstairs
Dylan
to the
O'Brien.
boss's
Styles
office.
Stalinsky. Let me in.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if
What?
not
Wait,
for
this
the
is
soothing
new.
presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion
Why?
and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it.
What is
The
this?
two of them were inseparable.
2,
At this point,
4,
Stanley was so
8,
absorbed in the
5.
tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion
What's
that
the
the
pin number?
for the keypad was 2845.
Oh, 2845. 2, 2, 8. Nope. Nope.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs, trying to input
And Styles,
anything on the
someone
code.
else? No,
Stanley
Styles is
guessed the
Dylan
correct
O'Brien.
code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Ooh, I just hit my desk.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Maybe you're thinking
It
of
would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together,
Scott.
if not for the bucket.
Tyler Posey.
Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley.
Thank you.
Everything will be fine.
Guess we all need a reassurance bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
So is everything
What
gonna be the
horrible
same except
secret
I'm
did
holding
this
a
place
bucket?
hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I'm holding a stinky bucket.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly
Where am
dropped
I?
the
It's
bucket in shock.
429.
Everyone
That's
in the
me.
office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears
Oh,
as
me too.
Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
You know, the narrator is just writing fanfic right now. Stanley in the bucket.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do? Or
Bro,
not
you know
want
what
to
kinds of
do
thing
in the
I wanna
first
do?
place?
Oh, at the
These
end of this game,
questions
I'm so
reeked
confused.
furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket.
No.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I don't understand. You know, I don't understand a lot of things, but I
But
don't
here
understand
was
this
the
bucket.
proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content.
Sadness.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And
Sadness.
as the cold
Fear.
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would...
Oh yeah, Dylan O'Brien was filming The Maze Runner in
Stanley and the
what is it, the
Bucket
6th
waited in
season of
madness.
Teen Wolf, I think.
Was it
That's why he
over?
wasn't there for like the beginning of it.
Yes,
Whichever season
they
the
had
Wild
done
Hunt
it.
was.
Stanley and the Bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away.
Like of all the random things that I know a
The
lot
two them
of,
began
Teen
to
Wolf is
discuss
on the
kind of life
list.
they wanted to live
I know so
once
much
they
about Teen
stepped
Wolf.
through this massive
I
door.
love it.
The Bucket
Even though
wanted
it's
to
so
learn to
bad.
roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze
I like
in every
rewatched it
country on Earth.
Last
Both
summer,
of
I
them
think,
wanted
and I
to
was like, oh
begin
my god, this
watching
is
a
so
movie, any
good.
movie,
And then
but
I tried
stop it
rewatching it
halfway
again like this
through
last
and begin
winter.
watching it in reverse
Sucks.
from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support.
Huh? I can't leave?
What? Wait, what was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the Bucket not about to be freed?
I want to be free.
An unbearable
Can there only
silence
be
filled the
one?
room, lingering in uncertainty.
Sorry, Bucket.
Until
Oh.
finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the Bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the Bucket.
What's up
needed
with
the
this
soothing
bucket? Let
warmth
go
the
of it.
Bucket would go to any lengths.
Let me go, let me go.
to part with the Bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he
I
has
think
such
it's
a
time for
precious
Stanley
bucket in his
to
arms.
die.
Not while this building has anything to say
If I was
about it.
Stanley
Stanley
and I was in
realized
this
he would never again leave
with this
very
bucket,
room.
I would hit
But at
myself
least-
over the head
at
with the
least
bucket.
He has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I?
No.
Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Stanley is delusional, and so is this narrator. Do I believe in ghosts? No. And I only say that.
I can't wait to tell this story to my coworkers.
Girl, you ain't got no
Stanley thought.
coworkers.
How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the
I
time
don't believe
thought
in ghosts
everyone had
because if
gone
I do
missing?
believe in them, I think one would show up in front of me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm not like superstitious either. Are y'all superstitious?
Yet there was not a
I don't
single
think-
person here either.
I just
Feeling
believe
a
everything
wave
is
of
good.
Disbelief, Stanley
was
decided to go
traumatized by
up
them
to
when
his
you were
boss's
10.
office. Hoping
No.
coming to a staircase,
No.
Stanley walked upstairs to his
How?
boss's office.
What happened, Fang?
Here's the door, just go.
You know what? I've never seen the Teen Wolf movie. Oh, a collectible.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
If there's
You
no
can't
reward,
buy
I will
that sort of
stop.
happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore
He
you to
talks so
savor
much.
each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Wait, what Teen Wolf movie are you talking about? Like Teen Wolf, MTV Teen Wolf? There's a movie? I know there's a new series, which Dylan O'Brien's not in it, so I never watched it.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
I wanna
Stanley
get
thought to
out.
himself. Did he have the strength to find
I'm in
out?
hell right now. I'm in hell. Why do
Now
I
the
have to be at
monitors jumped
work,
to life,
even in hell?
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Like the sound of the metal. Wish I could bang my head against it.
This
Just
mind
end it.
control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Okay, we're back.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh.
But here was the proof. The heart
Oh, it's
of
an
the
old
operation.
movie? How have I never heard of it
Controls
before then?
labeled with
I thought Teen
emotions,
Wolf was the
happy
original, like
or sad
the MTV
or
one was the
content.
original.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never... blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
I won!
He had won.
Again!
He had defeated the machine.
Defeated
Unshackled
who?
himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Oh, finally
No
we
longer
win.
would anyone tell
Let
him
me
where
read
to
this.
go, what to
I saw a
do,
tall shadow.
or
Oh,
how to
Slender
feel.
Man. Okay.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Oh my god. Fang, that is
Stanley
so
stepped
scary.
through the open door.
Fang, that is so scary. I would pee myself.
Stanley felt the
How
cool
did you not
breeze
pee your
upon his skin,
pants?
the feeling of liberation.
My brother
immense
once told me
possibility of
that
the
he
new
like went
path
downstairs
before him.
and he like looked
This was
over
exactly the
onto
way,
one of our
right
couches
now,
and he saw
that
like a white
things were
figure
meant to
sitting
happen.
there. But then
And
he
Stanley
convinced himself that
was
it was
happy.
Mother Mary because we're Catholic. I was like, okay, maybe you did see Mother Mary. Maybe that's normal. Okay, again.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I'm gonna
What
do
did
this
it
one more
mean?
time.
Stanley
And then
decided to
that's
go
it,
to the
'cause
meeting
I'm
room.
so
Perhaps he had
confused.
simply missed a memo.
Where's the new content?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
New content. Please search mission status. Stairs, something to do with stairs. A private but smelly place. That's the bathroom. A large room, lots of boxes. Trust the completionist instinct. No, please. I am a completionist. 3 hours.
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no,
Okay.
no, not again. I
Please.
won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Completionist is 3 hours. Oh,
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name
who
for
is Stanley?
these things. What about
Is that what I look like?
mini stands? Stanley
stands.
things. What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
Letting
Another
content-
Stanlerine under your belt.
That was so scary. Oh my god, that sounds so scary. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then what's the boss chose? Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time. Wait, so Fang, did anyone else see it or was it just you?
Here's the door, just go.
Is it actually a ghost? That's so scary. I'll cry. Keep my pants. The only supernatural thing that I'm scared of, because I saw it on Tumblr a very long time ago, is that if it's like really quiet and then it's just you and your thoughts, and then you hear like thoughts, not thoughts, like
Stanley
you hear
walked straight ahead through the
words,
large door
like you
that
can't
read
focus on
Mind
it,
Control
otherwise the people
Facility.
speaking will know that it's you. You know what I mean? Where am I going? Oh. Just me, my mother has a few stories too. Oh, that's so scary.
The lights rose
I don't
on an
remember how to
enormous
get to the
room packed
new
with
content.
television screens. What horrible secret did
How
this...
do I begin the game again? I'm so confused.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't remember how to get to the new content. Was that it?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Maybe there's
Stanley
something
knew it
new this
perfectly
way.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow.
Yum.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had
Picking
taken
up
this
the
detour
bucket
on
changes
his way to the
original
meeting room.
endings.
Life without
Thank you. Immediate, I will redo that. I picked it up the first time, and
all of his co-workers
I
were
couldn't
gone.
leave.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to
There's
go
a
to
meeting
the meeting
today.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley lifted
Okay.
the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Then let me go this way then with the
Stanley
bucket.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
This employee
And here it
lounge
was.
looks like
Had
a
the bucket
hospital.
turned out to be correct? Was no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No. This way.
No,
Said
No.
the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not
This
to think
narrator
about
did
this
so
off
much for this game.
hand.
That's
He
all
was
I've been
firmly
thinking about
convinced
this
that
whole
the bucket
time.
had spoken to him, and he
talks so
unthinkingly
much. He
did
talks more than I
whatever
do.
the bucket asked.
And I talk so much. Okay.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Okay.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
How do I go in? This is not a dark room. Oh, this dark room. Oh, my wife.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
My wife.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley.
This is
and
a
his
new
bucket.
ending. Thank
Once
you.
upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
Oh,
And
it's
then,
my house.
very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could
Hey,
speak
this
to
is a
him.
nice house. Hey, where's my bucket? Where's my wife? You have 4 celebrity crushes that are male. I have a crush on Dylan O'Brien and Thor. That's it. I don't watch a lot of. Oh, there's my bucket. You need to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship.
Okay.
It doesn't literally talk and give you orders.
Oh, there he is again.
Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Take me back home. Yes.
Lately, I've been concerned about him.
Where is
Wouldn't
he?
you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an
bucket.
inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Jay to go back to work. Okay.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me?
No.
Listen to me. It's just a bucket.
I can only
It
hear my
can't
bucket.
think, it can't talk. All it will ever
My
truly
bucket.
do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location.
I can also
That's
bang
it.
my head on it.
It doesn't do anything else.
Who farted? Don't listen to the loud man. Press T for us to go back home. Word.
You see, he's not listening. He's still
My
taking
bucket.
orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful
This
bucket.
view right
stupid
here.
hunk of metal.
Have y'all seen the movie Candyman? This view right here looks just like it.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
Where's my bucket?
From now on, he's just going to
Where's
cling
my
to this
bucket?
bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to
The
it.
bucket has a nice rust to it. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press K to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average
Oh, there it is.
hardware store bucket.
We're watching a
It's just a
movie
little
together.
What am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
The bucket and I are on a date. Press F to relive the same day with me over and over. Yes, bucket.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
You know what? Base for Dylan O'Brien.
Why do I
The rest
feel
of
some
those
need to point out the
celebrities, I
ways
don't
in
know
which
who they
it's
are.
So much more than just a regular bucket.
I know nothing. Like my press I to go home to work to home to work to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket. Oh no. What's going on? Why do I
We're
want
on
to
a
be with the
candlelit
bucket?
date with the
Hear what
bucket. Where
has
is
to say.
he?
Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand.
Okay, not the
Perhaps if I
candles in the
had
frying pan.
bucket, This would be less
Wait,
confusing.
Fang, is this what your
Yes.
candle situation
The
looks
bucket
like?
could tell me what to do in this troublesome
All these
situation.
buckets.
Stanley, give me the bucket.
No.
Give it to me. Give me the
My
bucket,
beautiful
Stanley.
bucket wife.
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it,
I'm
or
closing
I'll...
my eyes. Yes, all those candles around, even the ones in the pan. So funny. Back to work, Stanley. Do I still have the bucket? That was a funny ending. Okay, let's see.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Keep all
Perhaps
my
he'll
old
simply
candle
missed a memo.
containers. Do you like
The
repurpose
confusion
them
and
for
the
other
chaos
things?
all seemed to melt away.
Or what do you
as
do?
Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
Okay.
chest. and
Where
entered
did I
the
not
doors
go?
left.
Downstairs? There will be a reward? You liar. Lie to me again, you die. Where's Chris? Chris?
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
The what?
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Okay.
You can feel that, can't you? The
Yes.
aura of jealousy?
Yes.
It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
I deserve the
I
bucket.
can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom
You're
closet.
lying to me.
That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines. And now I'm torn between
Stanlerines and
Stanlerines
Figlies.
and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
I think they both sound
What
bad.
name better encapsulates the
I think you should name them
intrinsic
Prims.
sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Okay.
But Stanley
Run
just
away.
couldn't do it. He
With
considered
our
the
beautiful
possibility
bucket
of facing
life.
his boss, admitting he had left his post
Use them
during
for
work
other
hours.
candles.
He might be fined
Oh,
for
or
that.
little
And in
cups
such
of
a
water for
competitive
painting.
economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And
I am
then
crazy.
something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The
This
bucket returned
bucket
its
to
gaze,
Stanley
but said
is like
nothing at all.
my anime
That's
plushies
strange,
to
Stanley
me.
thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these.
Me when I stare at
He
my
held the
Megumi
bucket
Nui
close,
like, hey,
yet felt none of its familiar
you come here
reassurance and
often.
comfort. And that's
What's your
when
name?
Stanley realized, this isn't my
Who knew
bucket.
Prim is in love
It's
with a
just
bucket?
normal,
I know, right? I
everyday
didn't even
bucket.
know.
Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket?
No, it's my
this
bucket.
is all terribly wrong. Surely no good
Where's my
would come
bucket?
from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations
What?
Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
Why did the narrator take my bucket?
Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad.
Where's my
Where is
bucket?
it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to
My
him.
bucket?
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
I'm coming.
Could it truly be?
Oh,
he rushed
God.
forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next.
Which one's my
None
bucket?
of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
What does he know?
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
He had to
Where's-
find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore
Oh.
his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from.
Where?
The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Maybe the buckets were the ones we
It was
found along the
incredibly
way.
Painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
That was actually a really funny ending. The bucket was in
This is
me
the
all
story
along.
of a woman named Mariella.
Me.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Dog, is he being
Right
smashed by the
away,
bucket?
she knew
That
what the
bucket was
problem
literally
was.
on the bed
This
waiting for
man
him in
had
candles,
no
you remember?
bucket.
They're in
Of
love.
course he'd gone
They are
mad,
in
ranting
love.
and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game.
It is just a video game.
Prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total
Why does
clarity on
Mariel get
everything.
my bucket?
Heck, yes,
Have
she
you
thought
watched the
to herself,
anime Tales of
"My life
Zestiria?
kicks ass."
No,
And she
but that
backflipped
sounds
all the way to
familiar.
work.
Styria? Zen from Snow White with the red hair? What other ending can I get? How do I get... I've been told that there's a broom closet ending.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley
don't know how to
wondered
get that.
himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries?
The X.
Did something crucial happen while my senses were
It was here,
turned?
the X.
He made a note
Like
to be
the
more
10.
careful with
The
time
X.
from now on.
I want the bucket again. Maybe they'll change another ending.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms.
I don't
With the
remember what
bucket in his
ending I have
arms
left,
again,
though.
He was home.
I went that way.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door.
It's got like angels and stuff in it. Wait, let me look it up real quick. What is it? Tales of Zestiria? I gotta be honest, I'm on my 7th rewatch of the entire Haikyuu series. So, Tales of Zestiria? Wait, I spelled it wrong. Tales of Oh, I found it. The X. Okay, images. Oh, I've never even heard of this anime before, but it's based off a game, is what I see. Won't lie. After I finish my Haikyuu rewatch, I'm gonna rewatch Kuroko no Basket. It's time. Stanley is zesty. You know the narrator's kind of zesty.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Let me see what he's gonna say
broom
here.
Closet. It wants the bucket.
Yes.
You can feel that, can't you?
Yes, I can.
The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
It can have it.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say
It
here.
can have
it's
him.
a place to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good
Not
for you,
me.
Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right
have it.
now, but you have to be strong. This is
Imagine
your
being the
bucket.
voice
This
actor
is
for the
your
narrator is what I'm
companion and
saying.
lifelong
He's
friend.
talked so
You
much.
can't hand it over. Oh no.
Well, he hated
Getting
the
into
bucket.
name calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your
We're not
relationship
friends?
is purely superficial
Wait,
and
who do you have a
convenient?
tattoo of?
That your life
Velvet
is
Crow?
so banal and meaningless that you'd feel
Oh,
the
from
same sort
Tales
of
of
kinship
Systeria,
towards
the
any
X.
inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner?
I used
Well,
to
I'd
want-
never. Go
Well, I
on,
don't have any
Stan.
tattoos right now.
Lay into
But
it.
a couple years
really
ago,
tell the broom closet off
I
for its
used to
demeaning
want
comments.
a tattoo of
Expand on
Mob
the
from
wide
Mob Psycho
variety of
100.
experiences you and the bucket
But
have
I'm
shared
tattoo-less
together.
because I feel
Go
like if I
through
get a
each of them
tattoo,
point by point.
I would tap out
Share
and
your
cry.
journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
You can have it. Here, you can have it. Okay, well, I'm not sure what he wants from me.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here
What?
we go.
Property of
There.
Stanley.
Now it's settled. No more coming to a staircase.
Me.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
We've already done this many times, so I don't understand what's like different. Let me in. I think I'm gonna try this and then that's it for this because I don't understand many things. Down. Up. Up. Alright, let's go. Finally, Stanley in his bucket. A boy in his bucket. Ooh, Stanley. Boy in his bucket. Okay, up more. Pokeball I got for my birthday on my left arm.
Stepping
Oh my
into
goodness,
his
you have a
manager's
lot of
office,
tattoos,
Stanley
Doobie.
was once again stunned.
Which one
to
hurt the
discover
most?
Not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Sure luck, me.
Was it
Okay.
the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding
I think I'm gonna explode.
Yes. This
For my
is
next
certainly
ending.
the most logical explanation.
I want pancakes. Oh, that sounds so good right now. Okay, I talked about this last night, but do y'all feel like breakfast food is in any kind of at any time of the day kind of food? Because I also believe that. But some people believe that breakfast is just for breakfast. Actually, I believe you can eat any foods at any time of day.
Stanley and the bucket walked
Because
straight ahead
I was
through the
eating
large door that
salmon
read,
and mashed
"Mind
potatoes
Control
in my
Facility."
classroom once at like 9 a.m. and everyone thought that was so weird. But it's just breakfast. It's just food.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I hate eating in the morning. Really? I get hungry when I wake up. I'm like starving for a morsel of food.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley
I
nearly
get hungry
dropped
like
the
every
bucket in
3
shock.
hours. I'm like a dog.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Everything will be okay, young man. Stanley, you young man. Okay, let's go.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Okay. I'm gonna get to that room again, and then I'm going to explode, and then that's the end of this game for me, because I don't know.
He squeezed the
I've never
bucket
seen
tighter.
anyone play this
His
game.
one friend in the
Like, I've
entire
never watched
world.
like a stream of it.
At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
One pancakes with chocolate chips. Oh, a pancake with M&Ms and with Oreo sounds so
But
good.
here was the proof. The heart
I
of
like,
the operation.
I went to this
Labeled with
bakery,
emotions,
not a bakery,
happy
this
or
breakfast
sad
place
or
once,
content.
and
Walking,
they
eating,
had
working, all of it
strawberry
monitored
shortcake
and commanded from
pancakes
this
that
very
were
place.
so good.
But
They
as
also
the
had
cold
sweet potato
reality of his
pancakes.
past
Oh my
began to
god, it was
sink
so
in,
good.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its
Let's blow up.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley
Oh, I'm glad he
gasped
blamed the
in horror.
bucket and not
Had this been the
me.
bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust.
Oh, you have-
when
oh, dude, but you have
suddenly
7
an image
tattoos
appeared
total?
upon the enormous
Which one
screen.
hurt the most?
Birds. Silly.
New
Silly
ending.
birds. The control buttons
Silly
became
birds.
active again.
Okay, do we bird or do we bird? I bird. Aww.
Stanley flipped through
Penguins,
one
those are my
video of
favorite
silly
animals.
birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind
my God, so
control
cute.
facility at all.
Ew.
It was a
like the
facility for
penguins.
monitoring and surveilling silly birds all
Aw.
over the world. The
They're
mind
so
controls were
cute.
only a facade
Not
to
that one.
disguise its true intentions.
Oh my god, I love
Had the
ducks.
bucket known this all
Not that one.
along?
Ew, what the
Stanley
hell?
marveled at the metal genius in his hands. The one who
Hi,
had pointed
Brooks,
him
welcome
towards
to-
this
what is
incredible
happening?
discovery. Stanley and the bucket
Oh my god,
never found
are these
freedom
bots?
because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place.
Oh my
living
god.
Through live streams of the silliest birds.
I am an
imaginable.
uwu girl. Anyway.
Of all the possible paths his life could have
Owls are
taken,
so cute.
this one
Velvet
was
Crow,
surely
since
the
it was 5
best.
hours of lying on your stomach. Oh my
Stanley
goodness.
was
Wait, we're
happy.
gonna watch the narrator speak. Then, hold on. I'm going to report, spam, report. Okay, this person, spam, report, spam. Yay. Y'all ever had spam? So that was it.
All
That
of
was
his
the bird
coworkers were
ending.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to
Well-
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think that's it for the Stanley Parable, because I'm so confused as to what happens next. Well, I'm playing horror games tomorrow, so if you want to see me pee my pants, I will see you also peeing my pants tomorrow. I hope everyone has a good night, and if you sleep well, don't be like me. Don't be like me. We all need 8 hours of sleep, so I hope everyone has a good night's sleep. I don't know what else to say. I'm not sure what really happened. I also got bit by a mosquito like halfway through the stream. I think there's one in my room. So, yeah. Have a good night, everyone. I'm sad I didn't get to blow up at the very end. I'm still laughing at the ooh ooh alert. Fang, what? That's so funny. Okay. Good night.